The Avengers, the game, and the choice not to fight. A superhero dream about stepping outside the script of conflict. The dream. I'm with a group of superheroes, some of the Avengers or Marvel characters, and we're playing a kind of real but fake competitive game, something like Steal the Bacon, where each side has to grab certain equipment from the other team and get it safely back. The stakes seem real in terms of weapons and danger, but the structure feels almost like tag. If I get caught, I might get put in jail. Black Widow is on the opposing side. She follows me closely as I run back toward my team's zone. It feels reminiscent of Civil War, where former teammates are now pitted against each other. Our team attempts to strategize about how to transport a couple pieces of equipment without confronting her. At one point, Red Guardian, Black Widow's father, who is on our team, carries a large artifact resembling a jet engine across the field. She chases him as he narrates a story from his past as a young soldier. We see the flashback play out visually, as though we're all experiencing his memory together. Later, the opposing team triggers tripwires planted in the ground, tripping Red Guardian as he tries to advance. We huddle to discuss tactics. Black Widow watches, looking betrayed, and escalates her efforts against us. The game intensifies. The other side increases their attacks. I wonder whether we should use weapons, but something in me resists. I don't want to fight. I don't care much about winning. Yes, I'd like our team to succeed, but not enough to cause harm or escalate drama. Then I realize, no one is guarding our equipment. Everyone has been focused on the offensive mission. So I walk back toward our side. Crossing into enemy territory again, a couple of their members give chase. I briefly worry about being tagged and put in jail, but then I think, maybe that wouldn't be so bad. Maybe I'd learn something by being on their side. I veer off toward a bathroom. Another guy enters, intending to use the toilet. I tell him I only need to pee and let him go first. Then at the urinals, I notice an open window with a low wall. Just beyond it is a stash of enemy equipment and a couple of the opposing team members. I crouch down, quietly listening in, less as a spy collecting tactical information, and more like someone trying to understand what's truly going on beneath the competition. Raise the vibration interpretation. This dream turns a superhero battle into a higher-level exploration of competition, conflict fatigue, collaboration, and the refusal to participate in manufactured drama. 1. The game as a metaphor for societal scripts. The rules of the game: steal, guard, chase, jail, mirror the programmed framework society hands us. Win at all costs. Pit friends against each other. Defend your side without questioning the purpose. The dreamer's ambivalence suggests a vibrational shift away from the unconscious participation in those paradigms. 2. Black Widow as a symbol of relational conflict. A beloved character from the same team becomes an opponent. This symbolizes how conflict often arises not from true opposition, but from external systems, rules, or expectations. The dream questions whether these conflicts are meaningful or simply inherited. 3. Red Guardian's flashback as ancestral or generational conditioning. His flashback highlights how old stories of duty, combat, and survival shape present behavior. It reflects how inherited patterns continue to play out until consciously examined. 4. The dreamer's refusal to fight. The central vibrational lesson emerges here. The dreamer recognizes he has no real desire to harm anyone or obsess over victory. This is a major departure from ego-based competitiveness and a move toward collaborative vibration. 5. Observing instead of battling. Walking back to check the equipment, being willing to get caught, and crouching down to listen rather than attack all signal a higher frequency orientation. Curiosity instead of combat. Listening instead of overpowering. Reflection instead of reaction. This is the vibrational pivot from duality to unity consciousness. 6. The bathroom as a liminal space. Bathrooms often represent cleansing, release, and transition. The act of stepping aside from the game to use the bathroom and then hearing the enemy suggests stepping outside egoic structure long enough to perceive underlying truths. 7. The dream asks, why are we playing this game at all? The dreamer's inner questioning reflects his evolving relationship with conflict, purpose, and the rules handed down by external authority. DJ Dreamy Spin? What really stood out to me was how little I cared about winning. I didn't want to fight Black Widow, didn't want to escalate, didn't want to get caught in the drama. I just wanted to play lightly, get what we needed, or find another way altogether. Even spying in the bathroom wasn't about exploiting the enemy. It was more like listening, trying to understand, maybe even seeking a way to collaborate. It made me think about how much of competition in life is manufactured, how many conflicts are inherited scripts, and how raising the vibration of the planet might mean dropping those scripts entirely. Harmony is greater than conflict, understanding than victory. Curiosity is greater than aggression. That feels aligned with the direction my consciousness is moving. Questions to raise your vibration. Where in your life are you still playing the game simply because the rules were handed to you? And what would it look like to set those rules down? What might shift if you approached competition not with the goal to win, but with openness to collaboration, curiosity, or shared purpose?